Pedro robbed your pack and sniffed it in front of you, and you didn't even say it was yours. I rape gangster shit like that. I still rob plugs for keys. You don't want to see little old me coming through your door. My mind's raw, no book knowledge, just street smarts. Retard, you're a mad clever nerd. You got ripped off by Pedro like Max Sherry's shirt. How intelligent is that? How intelligent is that? Did you even use a third of your brain? There's no dirt on your name. Well, I thought you was a real nigga like me, married to an Indian, but she needs to realize in this white world, you're addicted to cocaine. That's so lame. You're always gonna cheat on her with the white girl. But just walk with me in a straight line. Talk to me. Let's take time. I'm not trying to trick you like one of Lefty's magic show. It's not a madness, bro. I just got a new conspiracy theory. And your mum's box is the rabbit hole.
Let's go.
Now, if there's one thing I know, Fahida's a freaky lady. All her secrets crazy. But I already cracked the code. Andronochrome. Because every time she wants you to eat her Indian fanny hole, don't she say, come eat this, baby? I bet you do it till she's skeeting on your face, G, and you hear your neck pop. Bob Marley, I said, I bet you do it till she's skeeting on your face, and you hear your neck pop. Bob Marley would turn in his grave to Selassie. Like, Bumbleclot, I'm a pubic hair there, and pussy juice pan him dreadlock. Now let's talk about wedlock. Imagine a horse and carriage. Don't try and act like you're a savage, because I chose to marry my wife. You went to India and got forced into marriage. Time.
Let's go. Right, you ready, yeah? Alright, check it. Listen, I'm known to make MCs quit. I straight up dead these pricks. This is the biggest battle of your life. You could have at least shown up with a fresh retwist. Listen, I swear down, I'm about to rock this bread. When was the last time you won a battle? Judging by the smell of that wafting air, I'd say probably the last time he washed his hair. Listen, I just want to start off by telling you that I ain't even sat through one of your battles, bruv. And yo, that shit was straight trash and filler. The one thing I took away from any clash that's with ya is the fact you look like Black the Ripper if his flab was thicker. And yo, there's levels to this bitch. I'm talking pageant winner to a random stripper. And with that considered, for you it's all good we're battling in a small room, because you're used to getting the exact same reactions, ain't ya? Straight air pie. The way I prepare lines, I got on bear high. You getting Brare's hype's a rare sight, like Junkers putting down their knives and having a fair fight. I catch him slipping as he's whipping, tear slice, have him leaking like a bear bite. Sharp tools to put him in a carpool. Forget a shared ride, I never spare lives. But Hulk knew the protocol in wartime to unleash some aggression. Having bombing so bad, he'll be in breach of the Geneva Convention. So it's needless to mention that any treaty is ended and death will be succeeding this sentence like a lethal injection. How'd you battle on pen game when you're writing so in need of progression? You're so offbeat, it's like you practice semen retention. Typing in all caps and throwing up sig hiles don't make it seem like you're threatening or you got evil intentions. It makes you seem like a weak and dyslexic, feeble, pathetic little bitch in need of attention and lack of female affection. Now watch me teach him a lesson as I bring pure fire to melt this don. He told the forum, man's into seeking that higher knowledge. And then he spelt it wrong. Listen, it's funny your name's FT, yet you ruin any features that you're ever on. Plus your bone structure's so fucked up and you're built like a genetic mong. But listen, his name don't really stand for features. No, it stands for forever tapped. I had to go on his Instagram to find that out. Minutes of my life I ain't getting back. And even though I double tapped in every aspect of rap, he still won't ever have the heart for the image he presents on apps. But listen, the heights I've reached, too harsh a climate heats up from where you at must fear the flames. There's layers to this. Up here, bottom tiers get blazed by the searing rays. Ain't no way you'll weather this storm. Bitch, I'm here to reign, and when I take out cloudy skies, it will be clear as day, like bap, bap, giving more caps than you ever saw. Bap, bap, more caps than a new era store. Bap, bap, so many caps, don't think you repped in sports. I give them more caps than FT on a Facebook message board. And I'm a touchy with the Sharingan. It's all over, red clouds, and his stats don't move me. So for acting bookie, you'll get slashed across the forehead like the Akatsuki turning their backs on duty. Just some vermin trying to stir shit. Ratatouille, a body clicks when I flex. A body click. Ratatouille, just some vermin trying to stir shit. Ratatouille, your body clicks when I flex. They finna ramp with Bruce Lee in an action movie and you're a novice at this thing. After I pop him in his chin, I'm done calling Adrian out. It's already getting rocky in the ring. Yo, it should have been obvious to him that it's impossible to win as I bring clouds down to earth and turn it foggy out and grim. And yo, that's round one done. I know you're feeling pissed about it. Now go home, look in the mirror, and have a think about it.
Yeah.
Go.
Crazy.
Impact. What kind of impact can you have on my life? Will it be for the better or worse? Blessing or curse? Is there any lesson in your verse? That's why I'm questioning your words. What can you say to a real nigga when you're half black and half white? Is this Penguin Berserk? Yo, I got a big battle for you. So let's clearly promote it and get it posted. River said he'll battle anyone for £500. Challenge accepted. But even though I'm not here for the boasting, we can double the bet. Fuck what he said. Oh, shit. What was the last thing I just said? Fuck you and that failed nigger. I'm the grave digger. Oh, shit, man. Let's go round two.
Alright, yo, check it. I'm about to straight up beat this chump. It's funny, he said something about a penguin when this rapper's a joke and he's getting eaten up. Hey, yo, listen. You ain't dope. Stop. I don't know why you're trying to show off when you're the first rapper to get shook after getting it stuck on him by most prob. Listen. Listen. I'm straight up slewing, fam. It's ironic how I'm abusing, man, when you look like every single mugshot from a Somali grooming gang. Listen. Anyway. When you need to change your alias because people hate your guts, you know it's a sad state of affairs. And yo, he tries to act like he's above it. But we can all see he blatantly cares. Man, you can change your name and that, but it don't change the fact your raps are basic and bare like chemtrails. Cloudy lines come out plain, plus they stay getting air. The shame this lame couldn't bear. That's how I know you're a pathetic guy. People comment on my shit with neggy vibes, but let them hate me. I'll still be here with my head up high. His name used to be Cloudy, so I guess it makes sense that he's wet inside, but his pen is dry. And every 16-bit without the Mega Drive, all you'll see is reddened lights, like the seediest tourist. Put the beam to his forehead. When I give Cloud 9s, he won't be feeling euphoric. If FT's moving food, he'll get eaten for sure, beaten and tortured. Jackman making a fortune with tapped keys at the hacking scene at a swordfish. Punches, leave him in orbit. You'll see Hubble if we scuffle, it's deep trouble. Fuck a brief tussle, you'll be pummeled. Leap puddles and leave humbled. Each knuckle connecting, knees buckle. You'll see double, teeth crumbled. Now it sounds like he's trying to speak Dutch while he eats rubble. Listen, you've got so many issues, it's comical. How many paintings fit in FT? Fuck all. How many paintings fit in FT? Fuck all. If anyone's texting clouds overhead, it must be a speech bubble. You're a neat. Listen, if anyone's texting clouds overhead, it must be a speech bubble. You're a neat who needs cuddles, a freak you seem troubled. I stick the gang on him, surround him, put hands on him. Team huddles, you ain't an imminent threat. Just a bitch on the net, typing in all caps and misspelling everything that he says. Bangs on about racism and yet anti-Semitism is blessed. Since this bigoted idiot picked up Hitler and said Jews should forgive and forget. That quote there would even have Wiley cringing and vexed. And Palestinians distancing that, listen, we do not fit in with what this kid represents. Because anyone who claims to be anti-slavery and disses the West, yet judges people for their skin, nationality, religion or sex, ain't nothing but a dim and inept, double standard having hypocrite or thick in the head. And listen, I reckon you're the latter, matey. You make yourself look like a Wazzock Daily. This is what you'd get if Briggsy and Flex Splicit had a baby, dropped it head first and couldn't catch it safely. Listen, every one of your bars is real light. You still ain't a black Israeli. I'll have the scene cordoned off. Gavin Stacey, where animals fur real. Plus trapping pays me. You just jam all day, G, getting no shots off, like you'll get on safety. You're so fat and lazy, it fascinates me. Pure arse, Latin lady, a massive baby. Listen, my rap's a maze, captivate peeps like when Cassius Clay speaks. No one cares what this sucker says, you got an uppercase in a couple ways. I ain't just talking about the letters in your backward hate speech. I mean you're huffing bass and hurricane up your face at such a rate you got on prang in Haiti. Time. Let's go.
This is why Impact's worth the money.
Let's go, FT, man.
Oh my days.
Take his head off, bro.
I've forgotten every bar I wrote.
Let's go.
Fuck it, it's not a joke. At least I still approached and showed. Fuck Chucky, left Jack Frost in the fucking snow. Now his heart's cold. Fam, I don't really care. Your chest might be big, but if I bless your wig with this Ross Clark stick, like Gandhi, everyone's gonna be like, why was he lying, King, when you know he was watching Bambi? Actually, your swag is polo sport and it looks cheap. It's a gangster versus Neek. Just remember, it doesn't even matter what you chat and you speak, because I really survived the impact of a hammer. So how the fuck can Impact ever go hammer than me? Maybe I did waste one round and I'm freestyling now, but they know I'm a cloud. Boom, bang, you don't want to hear the thunder sound. I let it rain like your Margin Fanny when your dad was licking it. Yes, this is how he was nodding his head when he was bricking it. You don't understand, fam. If I grab your head and put a brick to it, you might not survive. They hit me with a hammer 30 times and I'm still alive. Don't you respect that?
I do.
Spud me then.
I'm not falling for your trap.
Time.
Yo. All I gathered from that round is that this dude is very dim. He said he got hit 30 times with a hammer. Well, that explains everything. Fucking hell, listen. Listen. How come in every single battle you have to mention incest and rape? Probably the same reason you leave noncy comments under people's pictures of people's kids on their page. And I ain't even got kids. But if I did, and you tried that shit with me, mate, we wouldn't be spitting today. You'd have a fist in your face. Listen, since you've been in the game, you've been digging your grave. Became a figure of hate in like a million ways. The way this idiot behaves is sickening, strange. Thinks we can't hold him to account because he's got profiles in like a billion names. Without a single pick, moving like a dumb sly troll. So many spelling mistakes, I bet you're even blood typo. Blood, you got such dry flow, you're causing dust mite growth. Plus you're more unlike than a drunk wino when the pubs try close. I change your bum life in one line. I'm here to crush guys' souls. You ain't quite yet suited for this occasion. Like an untied bow with some unironed clothes. One time, in the last round, I heard this tough guy boast about how he never muff dives. Whoa. If that's an accomplishment big enough to brag about, you got a dull life, bro. I mean, picture the scene for me. It's 10 years into the future. We've all been chasing our dreams fully. Some of us got rich, started families, everything seems cushy. Me and my lefty's homeless, looking down on everyone like, well, at least I don't eat pussy. Yo, leagues find it easy to reboot me, because no matter how much I serve these dead guys, I still feel unsatisfied. Like your girlfriend's sex life. And yo, I've never seen a nerd get less likes. You must average about 0 a post. My global reach goes overseas. Yours is ocean deep, ain't no one hearing you, bro. Word of advice. Getting blocked by every battler and fan in the scene ain't gonna help you work the business. Neither is giving us some perverted image and thinking progress is synonymous with burning bridges. One time I caught FT on road, cussing anyone who walks past, calling every person bitches. I was like, fam, what are you playing at? He was like, what? I'm networking, innit? Listen, how you gonna talk about the chrome bussing when you look like a gnome's cousin? Long strap like, on back, it's bone crushing, get your dogs jacked, Joe Budden exposed frontin'. I turn goats to roast mutton, you broke cunt. Only thing known stunting's your growth function, you low rung like your phone buzzing. Get murdered deceased, turn up the heat like the stove button. I burn them with ease but stay stone cold as an old dungeon. Bars scorching, this is a stark warning. You must be Jon Snow, you know nothing, forget Crow. His mother was coke puffing, he was raised up with glass. No wonder he's toast. Fuck him. Listen, something about this dwarf just bugs me. Short and stumpy, boring, ugly, more than bummy. To be frank, all I need's a bit of Charlie to Mac, and his whore will love me. Call the bird and give her the sweet D like it's always sunny. Time.
Right.
Respect.